It seems that our life is meet. I'm Meek Nomicon, and welcome to the front yard. Burger? Pancakes. On Tuesday mornings, my mother would make pancakes. Oh, they were never that good. Always burnt at the bottom. Ma was in a rush, so I could never blame her. I remember it clearly. Making them took up so much of her morning that by the time me and my brothers had woken up, she'd be rushing out the door. She'd quickly wrangle my shoulder-length hair into a ponytail and kiss our foreheads as a half-hearted goodbye. But Ma would put effort into the pancakes. I knew that much. She wanted us to eat well. I know that much. Burger! Ma, I'm tired. 10 more minutes. Get up! Even the pancakes can wait. Burgle! Ah! Oh, sorry, Ma. Are the pancakes ready? Oh, or not, Ma? Pancakes? What the hell are you talking about? Oi, hurry up! We're going to be late for work. And don't go 10 minutes. I've already given you 20. Oh, and yet you're still waiting for me. You're a good friend. Burgle! This guy! Burgle! Ah! Stop doing that! Then wake up! Ah, don't pinch me so hard! Fine, I'm awake, okay? Jeez! Change, would you? We have to leave. Now! Bonnier Adamantite is probably waiting for us too. Have some respect! Yeah, whatever. Oh, is this the reason I overslept? Or did I have a busy night drinking? An open bottle of alcohol? Oh, he seems to be wasting most of the contents. Some dirty clothes. Do we keep the clean clothes in the chest? A chest filled with all sorts of random items. Oh, but no clean clothes. Your bed. There's only one bedroom in this apartment. Since your work is more strenuous, Ian lets you sleep here. It smells. Oh, that's nice from I suppose. A bottle of alcohol. Is that my clean clothes just hanging up to dry? I don't seem to be able to reach them. A pile of clothes. They need to be washed. Oh, they also seem to be covered in blood. Definitely can't wear those then. But it could be worse. It could be this pile down here. We should probably not leave the blood lying around, should we? There's some more deaths that Adamane, your neighbours, found in the dump nearby. Atop is an envelope from Ian's parents. It seems like Ian is in the process of writing back. To the side is an empty vase and a photograph. It is the only thing you brought from home. From left to right, it shows your younger brothers, your mother, then yourself. It shows signs of having been crumpled up. Can we be nosy and read what he was writing? Or is he gonna get really mad at us? A few unopened bottles of alcohol. The couch. Ian sleeps here. It smells less than the bed. Oh wait, so maybe him giving me the bed wasn't actually such a nice act. A pile of dirty clothes. Ian, I hate to break you, but I don't feel like I've got any clean clothes. So, a chest filled with canned and dry goods. There are a couple of unopened alcohol bottles as well. At least we got food on us. A small stove. Do I get to have pancakes? I need breakfast. A chest filled with cleaning supplies and alcohol. There is alcohol literally everywhere in this apartment. A cabinet. Seasoning, breads, and cooking utensils are stored here. While it's rare for you to buy meat, you keep what you have on the bottom shelf. Okay, I'm just gonna have to accept the fact I have no clean clothes. Can I go to work like this? I think I'm ready. As ever. Let's go then. Oh, hi, buddy. Were you the one that was waiting for us? Ah, Ian. Good morning. I was wondering if you two would be working today. You're going to have to hurry if that's the case. The others just left. Bonas, Adamenes, good morning to you as well. Okay, so that's not the one we talked about earlier. Yeah, Virgil had a rough start this morning. But it can't be helped. We'll be off now, so don't worry yourself too much. If we leave right now, we should get to our buildings with enough time to spare. is the walk to the parking buildings that brief. Whenever I go along with the other men, it feels like quite the trek. Not to mention the trains. You know, a young boy was crushed the other day. Stories like that seem to be becoming the norm. But like I said, Hunters Adominus, you don't need to worry. Today is any other workday. We just happen to be a bit late. Besides, neither of us takes the route along the tracks. The trains only go by the stockyard, not the butchering and packing buildings. Well, if you say so. Dahlia is busy today, so she sent me to give you lunch. Ham today. The butcher had some good cuts this week. Hey, these look different than usual. Wait, so not ham? He says it's ham. Really? I am not even sure how to go about starting to pronounce that. Oh, your accent is getting better. You said your pronunciation is improving. That's so? Well, I have no idea. Don't let me hold you any longer. You have work to get to. Thank you again. Give Ponia Adamanite my best wishes. He seemed friendly. You also gave me food, which I greatly appreciate. They're the family that offered you to come with them to Chicago for work. At the time, you believed it to be a prospect with zero cons. Nowadays, well, no point in dwelling over past mistakes. Oh, is it not working out well for us? This door leads to a few other apartments. They house Lithuanians around your age. Okay, which is my way out? No, that's just more Lithuanians? An apartment. I guess we don't know those. The Yards of Chicago, 1883. A district of Chicago entirely dedicated to meatpacking. I'm from New York, so maybe I don't have the right to say anything, but it's filthy here. Oh, that is not a good disposal of corpses. Dead cats and dogs litter the streets. Some get eaten by other animals, bugs, vultures and such, while the rest get thrown into trucks that are supposed to be discarded trash. Wait, is that why our meat looks weird? Am I eating dead dogs? In reality, the carcasses end up rotting in them for days on end, so picking them up is just as useless. I'm sure they're not the only thing creating the terrible smell on these neighborhoods, but they certainly contribute to it. There's also a mice problem. Well, I'm not sure I can call it a problem if it's so normalized. I remember when we first moved, Virgil was scared of rats. He says he's gotten over it, but I doubt that's the case. I don't even know where to start with all the trash. I had assumed that, with time, I'd get used to the foul odors that permeate through this bubble. I wonder what it'd be like to smell fresh air again. Hey, is my Lithuanian actually getting better? I'm not going to lie, it's far from perfect, but it's also far from what it was when we first came here. Your improvement is pretty impressive. Oh, a compliment from sober ear. How rare. Just take it, would you? I'm being honest. Even if you only know basic phrases, you could probably pass as a child of Lithuanians. That's definitely a stretch. Hey, buddy, your Lithuanian is definitely better than mine. Have a bit more confidence in yourself. Even Angelica can understand your broken sentences. I can't tell if her knowing more English than I do Lithuanian is impressive or embarrassing. At least some things change. We made it. Just as you said, with time to spare. Maybe I'll start sleeping in more. Don't even think about it. You had to skip breakfast. Oatmeal gets old fast when you've been eating it for over a year straight, Ian. Skipping the same taste as mush is like a blessing. Well, until you're like halfway into your shift, and then you're starving, and you feel awful. I'd say just eat the oatmeal. Fine, whatever. See you tonight. Bye-bye. God, for someone who hates working, Ian sure does value routine. I wonder what he is like once inside. See, Ian and I work in different parts of the packing buildings. There's the famed stockyard itself, where all the cows and hogs and sheep are rounded up in tiny pens. Then there's the butcher and packing buildings. Oh, I'm gonna guess by the blood, we're part of the butchers, right? I assume that because I'm bad with tedious stuff, I work with directly killing cattle. Just swinging a sledgehammer straight to the center of the cow's skull. Nothing too complicated. Oh, that sounds like a very inhumane way of killing the animals. What is it like you swing the sledgehammer once and you only basically daze it? You just have to keep swinging till it's dead? Oh, that's not very efficient. Ian handles the more hands-on tasks towards the end of the line. Oh, so we just saw that. Oh, wait, okay, we're the executioner and he's the butcher. Gotcha. I'm not sure of the specifics, but I'm pretty sure he cuts bigger chunks of truck meat into smaller ones. It's a lot bloodier than what I do, I'll say that much. If I had to touch all that raw meat, I'd go insane. All that blood and gunk. You know, personally, I think I'd like to do the butchering over the killing. Yeah. Like I said, I just feel bad if the first hit didn't kill it. Well, if Ian can come home every day looking the same as the last, I shouldn't be too concerned. I guess that's our routine. Ian wakes me up. We eat oatmeal. Then we walk to work. And of course, the best part of the day, coming home. Ian gets off before me, so he should be back by now. Is there any perks of working in the butcher factory? Like, do we get a discount on buying the meat? I'm guessing not, since we don't get meat that often. Unless we just get sick of the stuff by being around it all a day. Ah! I'm going to take that as an indicator of a good day. If you like hearing screams as someone gets found on the tracks again, then yeah, I had an amazing day. Another train incident, huh? A worker this time? No, a mother. Her son ran onto the tracks and she started chasing after him when... Did the kid get off the tracks? At least lunch tasted different. You're uncharacteristically optimistic. Compass? Type. Did you pick that up just from this morning? I'm shocked. You usually need me to translate whatever Puna says for you. Ian, you might think you know everything about me, but I'll have you know that I'm a very perceptive person. You? Perceptive? As if. You're denser than the meat we work with. You're not funny. Now I know you're making stuff up. Cut the crap. But yeah, lunch was good for once. Surprisingly. Never in my life did I think I'd be so excited by 2 slices of ham. The bar is in hell. That is... Where are you going? I'm still hungry. You're cooking dinner? Sure, why not? That's... yeah. Well, I'm not going to stop you. If you mess up, you're paying for the groceries next time. Fine. What to make? I'm pretty sure we have some sauerkraut left. Soup it is, then. Oh, I 100% thought you were going to be making pancakes. The cabinet, seasonings, breads, and cooking utensils are stored here. Obtain salt and pepper. There's some of the rye bread that Ian liked left, too. You make a mental note to get it later. Okay, what else do I need? A chest. Oh, that's the cleaning supplies. There's some bottled water here too. The broth should have been in here. You should look elsewhere for it. Okay, last cabinet. This better have broth. A chest filled with canned and dry goods. There are a couple of unopened alcohol bottles as well. Okay, so we've got the potatoes, sauerkraut, and carrot. But still no broth. Have you seen the broth? Let me know when you're done. It seems like he's busy writing back right now. Where do I put the broth? I mean, there's only this chest left, right? A chest filled with all sorts of random items. Nope, no broth. Can we make do without the broth? Like, how much do we need it? I mean, is broth a big part of soup? A small stove. Once you get all the ingredients, you can make the soup. But that didn't help me. There is no more ingredients. Oh, no. I've got a problem. Unfortunately, we didn't leave it on the kitchen table. Can I go and ask a friend for help? Okay, it's not. Is it gonna be mixed in with the dirty pile of clothes? Certainly not. Desk. And it's not on the desk either. Can I go ask a friend? There's no reason for you to go outside right now. But I don't have any broth. Oh no. I mean, that's just a bottle of alcohol, so that's not going to really help us. There's no reason for the broth to be in my bed, right? Upon sifting through the pile, oh, what the hell is the broth doing in a pile of bloody clothes? You wonder what that can was doing there. Ian? Did you put it there? I find myself a little bit concerned. Is this tainted broth now? Ian, it's ready. I just used leftovers from last week. The bread might be a bit stale, but no, it's good. I'm excited. It smells great. Thank you for this meal. Salty. I figured you'd say that. The bread tastes good with it, though. You're getting better at cooking. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to make pancakes someday. A little bit burnt on the bottom, though. Virgo's gone to take a shower. It's pretty late. You can sleep whenever you'd like. Oh, if I'm now playing as Ian, can I read the letter? A desk. Oh. No, it won't even let me look at it. Just a pile of dirty clothes. Oh, there's no reason for us to go in the kitchen. Is there anybody in particular we can find then? We don't even seem to be able to have a drink. Many of the apartments in the back of the yards, or the part of the city where workers live, don't have washrooms. The Adamani are the only family in this building that have one, so you and Fergal use theirs. You're grateful Fergal knows enough Lithuanian to get by without asking for shower. Well, that was nice of them to share. Okay, I'm just gonna take a nap then. It's warm here. The air is thick, suffocating you with every breath you take. It smells terrible. Intestines choke you. Fat fills your lungs. Meat embraces you whole. Have I been stealing from work recently? This place again. Oh, that's why I can smell intestines while I'm sleeping. You don't want to go back to sleep right now. A pile of meat. You should move this before someone decides to mess with it. Oh yes, I don't share my meat. Oh, I've got the little cleave as well. Meat from the chuck. I'll cut it. Am I having a fever dream right now? I haven't just killed my roommate, did I? You spent years doing the same thing. Over and over and over and over. Butcher knife in hand, you cut excess cartilage off of toughened beef. Over time, you've witnessed people commit heinous acts towards what others will see as food. You don't get paid enough to worry about how sanitary your work is, so why do you? Well, in that case, I really hope we don't buy any meat from work. Perhaps it's because every time you witness another man throw up, pee, or lose a finger to a bloody mess, you're reminded of yourself at the dining table of your youth. Wait, do they at least fish out the finger? I mean, the bodily fluids is disgusting as well. But are you sending out human meat being packaged up with the rest of it? Are you essentially making people into cannibals? Chuck steak was your favorite, after all. We are not okay. Hi, buddy. Oh, okay, good news is you're still here. You seem to be potentially alive. He's sleeping. How can he do so in such peace? All parts of the cow are used. You're sure these will be useful in some way too? A pile of clothes caked in blood. Oh, and the blood seems to have bathed the world outside. Virgil's sledgehammer. It's about 4 pounds heavy. Swinging it for hours straight must be really tiring. You wonder if anyone has been hit on accident. A chest that reeks of manure. Well, at least we've got plenty of food in the building now. Have we got enough storage for it all? The diner table. There are 2 plates of respective seats. Both have stains of blood smeared across them. Otherwise, they've been wiped clean. There are no signs of the meal that once decorated them over the grease glistening under the dim light. A chest filled with empty bottles upon bottles of alcohol. A pot covered in dirt and dry blood. Upon lifting the cloudy lid, you are hit with the stench of vomit. Oh man, even vomited into the cooking. Innards leaked from within. You cannot tell if they're from a cow or a human. Okay, so we really are making cannibals. That's concerning. Can I leave the apartment? Oh, I can go to work. Are we not gonna wait, Virgil? It's been many years since you first moved here. Since you left the nice life you had, surrounded by people you loved, to become a man. Is that what this is? Being a true American man? Is it standing in a pool of murky blood, limbs buried in guts and leftover fat? Is it the dizziness of spending hours on end in a room full of other miserable workers, air thick with bacteria and sweat? Is it abandoning comfort for the rawness of a real city? You made a mistake. You made such a huge, irreversible mistake in coming here. Wait, is it irreversible? Can't we just go home? The moment you stepped into work for the first time, you threw up. Shouldn't there have been a sign? The measly dimes you receive aren't enough compensation for the turmoil you've been through. You dragged an innocent burglar along with you. He was hopeless at the time, and the hope you gave him was beyond false. It stinks. It stinks of murder and crap. Cows and humans. You can't tell the difference anymore, nor do you care. That makes you no better than everyone else. It's all the same now. Everything bleeds red at the end of the line. If you put a human heart in front of them, would they even be able to tell the difference? Would you eat it all the same? I mean, personally, the heart isn't my go-to choice of meat, so I probably would not, even if it was cow or human, but you should be able to tell the difference, right? I mean, I'm assuming a cow's heart can be a lot bigger than a human's. But by the sounds of it, people are generally eating human flesh anyway, since you mentioned people chopping off their fingers. It's warm here. The air is thick, suffocating you with every breath you take. It smells terrible. Intestines choke you. Fat fills your lungs. Meat embraces you whole. Oh, you're awake before me this time. Ah, good morning. Virgil, were you watching me? Look, you were tossing and turning and all that, and I got worried. But I was also just generally intrigued. It was kind of funny. You're terrible. I'm not. Screw that. Can't I worry for once? You look awfully rattled. I'm fine. What time is it? Late enough that you have to skip breakfast. This guy. Is this revenge for me not waking you earlier? I wonder when the mundanity of this routine will end. Another long day of work. Sleepy. Okay, how you doing, Ian? I mean, you really were having a bit of a meltdown yesterday. Oh. Oh, he's very happy. I see you've been drinking, buddy. Virgo! You're back late! Yeesh, drinking this early. What are you talking about? It's like I said. You're the one back late, Virgo. Stop saying my name. So rude. Come on, you look miserable. Have a bottle or something. Take the edge off. It's hard to drink alone. Give me that. Ian's always had this problem, if I'm allowed to call it that. I always come out later than him, but on Friday nights, he procures 1 or 2 bottles, offering me half or a quarter and downing the rest. I never asked him why. He'll often start rambling about some... You know, back in Lithuania, they used to have a huge drinking problem. You don't say. I do. And you know, the craziest part is, the bishop started a sobriety movement that worked. Yes! How'd you know? Lucky guess. Or maybe it's 'cause you've told me a billion times. That's damn lucky if anything's ever been. Virgo, I don't say this much, but I'm glad you came here with me. I'm not sure if you regret it or anything. I know I sure as hell would if I were you. But having someone like you makes life a lot more bearable. I'm just glad you're my friend, Virgo. Friend, huh? Do I regret coming here? Yes. Often. I regret it so much. But all Ian did was offer me an escape. In the grand scheme of things, he was just as naive as me. Miss? Excuse me. He was just being a polite boy 8 years ago when he... Miss? Are you talking to me? Sir? Hold on. Did you just mistake me for a girl? No, I didn't. Look, there isn't important right now. You don't seem like you're from around here. Are you lost? Either way, you shouldn't be out here so late. It's not safe. He could have just left me out there after realizing I wasn't a girl. And yet, he... Sorry to have you take the floor. We don't have a guest room, so... I'm shocked my parents agreed. They rarely let me go out with the other boys here, unless they know them from church. So them allowing a stranger to stay is quite... Your name is Virgil, right? Where are you from? And if I may ask, why are you traveling so late? Virgil? Ah, right. You must be tired. Sorry for bothering you, and, sleep well. Good night. Just one night is shocking enough, for sure. It ended up being 3. It was quite selfish, overstaying my welcome. But what can I say? I grew to like Ian's presence. I'm sure if I had had it my way, I would have stayed at his place forever. What? So your mom just makes you keep your hair long because she likes it? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? That it is. It's a bit confusing too. That's what I keep telling her. She never listens, though. I'm guessing you never had a sister. Maybe she just wanted a child that had long hair and none of the other boys wanted it. Did she like messing with your hair, doing different styles on it? Maybe she wanted to become a hairdresser. Once I get to where I'm going, I'm gonna shave my head. That'll teach her. Ah, speaking of which, where are you going exactly? The part of New York that you're from is a good ways away from here. You walked all the way here? Yeah, I walked. I figured it'd be a more manly thing to do. That's a bit stupid. Ah, shut up. Let me tell you what my plan is. See, I have 2 younger twin brothers, and after they were born, my dad left to some other part of the city for work. It's not like he is completely out of my life. He sends back money and letters and stuff. He is just not home. I don't remember him much either. And I'm getting sick of my mom. She's a tailor and her job is quite time-consuming. So she's always irritable with me. My brothers get special treatment all the time. Just because my personality doesn't align with what she sees as the perfect eldest child doesn't mean she has to limit me so much. So I just decided one day to teach her a lesson. I'm gonna find my dad and live with him from now on. Plain and simple. I mean, it does sound simple, but also highly optimistic. Like, do you even know where your dad is? What, seriously? That's your justification for running away unannounced? Yeah, isn't it valid? Virgon! Instead of continuing this journey, I think you should go home tomorrow. Huh? What are you? Your mom just seems to be a busy woman. Would you say she's abusive? Of course not. Then go home. She's probably worried sick. And write me back when you do, okay? We're friends now. I want to keep in touch. Alright, I will. Words cannot describe how grateful I am to unknowing Eon for sending me back because, well, my first letter must have come as a shock. Dear Ian, I hope you are faring well. I have arrived home safe, but I write bearing terrible news. Ma has passed away in the time I was gone, supposedly due to a disease they cannot pinpoint. Dear Virgil, this deeply saddens me to hear. My deepest condolences. I'm sorry, all I can do is write. I wish I could be there with you. Yeah, I wish he was there with me too. I tried to keep my first few letters brighter, but I'm sure my grief became more prominent. Dear Virgil, how are you? School has been quite rough, but I've been performing well in my classes. Dear Ian, I have seen better days, but similarly, school has been alright. My grades were never great, so I suppose what they are now isn't too shocking. Dear Virgil, it's summer. My family will be traveling soon, so my letters may be sparse. Dear Ian, sorry for not writing in so long. Have you returned? Dear Virgil, yeah, we have. I was worried you wouldn't write back. I've attached some photos from our vacation. Ian, sorry for not writing again. It looks lovely. Dear Virgil. Ian. Dear Virgil. Virgil? Dear Virgil, I hope this address is still applicable. Are you looking for work? I have an offer that just might serve as well. Write me back if you are interested. Your friend, Ian. Wait, so how old were my younger brothers then? Dear Ian, yeah, this address is still my own. Please let me know the details, I'm interested. Many thanks, Virgil. I'm not sure why Ian ever offered I come with him. We lived miles from each other. We could have easily asked the people near him And yet, he asked me, was it out of pity? Had he picked up on how much the guilt of not being with Ma in her final moments had hit me? Well, even if that's why, I'm glad he did. Even if all the death in this place scares me, at least I have Ian. But what happened to the brothers? A few days later. More work done. This gets awfully redundant fast, doesn't it? You okay, Ian? Ian? Ian, where are you, buddy? Virgil. Ian, glad to see you in here. Are you taking the bed for once? Yeah, if you don't mind. Huh? Why are you acting so polite? Of course I don't. Thanks. Are you alright? You haven't been looking too great since that nightmare. I'm alright, okay? It's just... Don't look at me like that. It's just a small cold. I'll be over it if I sleep. Well, if you say so. I trust you. Ian's gonna die, isn't he? I'll take the couch. Sleep as long as you want. Thanks again, Fergal. Do you need food? Do you need a drink? Oh man, Ian's gonna die. You're not tired right now. Maybe I should make something to eat. A small stove. Do I have any food left? A chest filled with cleaning supplies and alcohol. A cabinet with seasonings and utensils. Oh, no meat this time. A chest filled with canned and dry goods. They are coupled with unopened alcohol bottles as well. Do I want to go for a shout? Wait, can we read the letter now? A desk. Nope, no we cannot. A pile of dirty clothes. No reason to leave. A drink or two never hurts. I am going to be wasted while Ian is dying. This is a bad idea. A few weeks passed, and Ian's health deteriorated greatly. Truth be told, I'm not sure if being given the news or witnessing happen before your very eyes is worse, but I felt helpless, useless. Yet, the world moved on. Or rather, it never stopped in the first place. Cleavers and sledgehammers still swung. Knives still sunk into flesh. The hazy smell didn't even let up. The seemingly cyclical lifestyle of the stockyards stops for no one. Someone disappearing is just another slot to fill. Without Ian, it becomes harder to live in this building too. My broken senses only get me sympathetic smiles from Adamani. I'm sorry, Ian. I'm sorry that you felt the need to bring me somewhere far away from my sadness. Was I the only reason this whole endeavor seemed meaningful? I'm sorry. Maybe if I had never written back, you would have found purpose amongst the parents who loved you. But in a loveless, blood-soaked, death-addled world, such as the back of the yards, I doubt there's any purpose to either of us being here. I'm sure I'll die a death as silent as yours. You know, considering the quality of the cleanliness of the meat factory, I'm not even surprised Ian got sick. I mean, if they were quite literally adding bodily fluids to the processing part, I wouldn't be surprised if the death count was incredibly high. Yeah, poor Ian. If you enjoyed your time here, I'd really appreciate you to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Other than that, it was a spooky day and I'll catch you next time, guys.